So what do we have here?
It's a long journey. It's a 3 years journey. Number one, I had to study first. I went to study about the feeds. I went to study. I've been in Turkey. I've been in Pakistan. I went to Livestock Research Institute. Went to learn about feeds. I've been to India, and I've been to South Africa.
Yes.
So this journey is a long journey.
Yes.
And today I'm happy. I've got all types of breeds. You can see these bucks are beautiful.
Yes.
This is a Boer buck. Other buck is there. I've got doppers.
Yes.
Pure doppers. You can see this Kalahari red. So beautiful.
Yes.
You can see Savanna.
Yes.
And this is a pure breed thing I'm engaged in.
Mheshimiwa, how did you get into goat farming? Well, we know you for other things like leadership and business.
Yeah, I have a glass factory. I have scrap business.
Yes.
But I have developed a passion with livestock farming.
With livestock
and especially, you know, with my Kenyan farmers. Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria, they're very far off. Kenya, we are not yet far off.
Okay.
I'm trying to assist, even here at my farm. A lot of farmers have visited and they've learned a lot. You see, people don't know the value of feeding. The trick is feeds.
Yes.
So, when I was told by Baba to leave the seat for Wiper, I feel satisfied, you know, coming to the farm. I feel I'm attached to nature.
Yes.
And I believe that by being with nature, it also gives me a good, you know, health also. But I love, it's my passion now I've developed, but I'm going more professional.
Wow. So you've mentioned something interesting. You've mentioned feeding, eh? And right there you're holding a trough, and there, you know, your flock is feeding on something. What are you feeding your flock?
I make silage, and I want to tell farmers, lucerne is very important.
Yes.
Lucerne is very important because we just send it for grazing. When they come back, they need this as supplement.
Okay.
It's not only lucerne. I do lucerne, sugar graze, I do millet.
Yes.
I put some little bit of sunflowers.
Yes.
I've got yellow maize. That is energy. So people have to know what feeds are important.
Okay. So in your system, you do half. They graze in the pastures.
Yes.
And then they come back and they get a supplement.
You see, the trick of grazing is, if you do zero grazing, they will grow fat, but they'll be lazy.
Okay.
So they have to walk.
Yes.
It is very important for the goats to walk.
Yes.
Although they are not very far from my farm, they have to go and graze. By doing grazing, they are getting some natural, you know, this is Kajiado.
Yes.
So grazing in the jungle is very important. But after that, I've even planted some bomber roads and this other grass.
Yes.
And Napier, yes. But Napier is not very good for goats.
Okay.
But we keep it. You give these goats anything and everything they eat.
Yes.
But you should know the formula to make them grow. And they grow very fast.
Yes. I can see the buck right beside you right there.
Yeah, this is a beautiful buck.
Huge, yeah?
I've got these children, very nice children.
Yeah.
And you know, the main thing is I want to give Kenyans, those farmers who cannot afford to buy big bucks.
Yes.
I will take a video of the kids.
Yes.
And I will sell it to the local farmers.
Yes.
And those kids are very important. You know, I mean, local farmers cannot afford a big buck from overseas. And we'll give it at a good price. So,
Mheshimiwa, the question now becomes, because now you seem to understand the importance of these superior genetics, you've gone to great lengths to try and bring them nearer to the farmer, the local farmer. So what do they get when they invest in such genetics?
Number one, if your local goat, local Kenyan goat, especially Gala, right, it weighs 25-30 kilos.
Yes.
But if you breed with a buck from South Africa,
yes,
trust me, your kids are going to be F1s.
Yes.
The F1s are going to be higher in kilo. I was with Hamisi in Uganda.
Hamisi Samadi.
Hamisi Samanda. I learned a lot from him also.
Okay.
I saw his buck with Savanna goats. Savanna goats are also very good. And I want to tell Kenyans, don't stick to Boer goats only.
Yes.
Because people are saying Boer, Boer, Boer. Kalahari Reds are excellent. Savanna is the best. Because it's white, your Gala goat and your Savanna goat
Yes.
will go very well. And Savanna goats are bigger. I mean, all the goats are hardy.
Yes.
They're same. So if somebody wants to have a Boer mix, they can have a Boer mix. Somebody wants to have a Kalahari Red mix, they can have a Kalahari Red mix.
Yes.
Somebody wants to have a Savanna mix, they can have a Savanna. And their kids, they grow very fast and they are healthy.
What about maintaining these superior breeds? Are they demanding more than the usual galas that our pastoralists are used to?
Oh yes, these are expensive goats.
Yes.
So I have a vet, a vet full time here.
Yes.
And myself, I become a vet because I've been here.
Yes.
It's not only, you see, you have to every week, you first of all, cleaning your boma.
Yes.
Every day. I've got a good guy by the name of Levis.
Yes.
And he cleans it, he keeps it clean. And especially, you see, every week you have to wash the goats.
Yes.
And you have to dip it. And it's very important to have the environment clean.
Yes.
Free from parasites and ticks and bugs already.
Yes. Mheshimiwa, you mentioned something, Upper. You've said about cleanliness and the structures, and I see what you've been able to put together. I would like to maybe take a look at the structures.
I want to reply to Bwana Mudoka. You don't need such a big structure if your area is clean. I mean, Masai, some people for a small farmer, but why I've kept it clean is because I can afford. Don't invest in housing so much. Invest in goats.
So
And
the
these
genetics
goats-
first.
Genetics.
Okay.
These are good genetics goats.
The genetics comes first. I think we can look at how you've done the house,
Yeah,
then
we can
look
do
at the fields.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, we have a footpath here.
Yes.
It's very important. I will not allow people to come to my farm without me being there.
Yes.
And when people come from outside, we have to have a footpath. In fact, I'm going to put one at the gate when somebody's car comes in.
Yes.
This footpath is very important so that you don't carry any germs or any
For
sickness.
biosecurity purposes.
And you can see this is locked. If you try to open this, there's an alarm here. There's alarm here. There's CCTV camera all over.
Okay.
And we have to also have security.
Security is key. So right off from the door, you can see it's partitioned into smaller bits, into smaller portions, paddocks.
Yes.
So what is the reasoning behind the partition?
You can see I put Kalahari goats here, pregnant goats. It's only Kalahari, they sleep here.
Yes.
So when the kids are there, we keep the kids here. These were just born in yesterday.
Okay. Oh, these are...
Yeah, 2 days, in a span of 2 days.
Okay.
So I don't mix Boer with Kalahari, with Doper. So the Kalahari sleep here, the Boer sleeps here.
Okay.
The bucks, and I want to tell Kenyans, don't make your bucks sleep with your females, with your does.
Okay.
You know, I mean, when they are ready to serve, then only keep them far. So the bucks are sleeping in a separate paddock.
Okay.
And you can see all these paddocks, every day it must be clean.
Yeah, the
And I
cleanliness. Yes.
partitioned in a way that we can keep the kids and the mother on one side, the pregnant goats on one side.
Yes.
Nicely done. And I've tried to use natural wood, so it looks awesome.
So when they are locked in here at night, I see that there's a light.
Yeah, there's a light there.
Do they get something to snack on at night?
You see, early in the morning, they have supplement.
Okay.
Then they go for grazing. In the evening, I give them maize, broken maize.
Yes.
Maize is energy. Our people have to give maize, not the maize stalk,
Yes.
the real broken
The
maize,
proper
little
maize.
bit.
Yes.
So at night, they'll have this supplement, then they go to sleep. Here I have some Boer kids. Very beautiful kids. This is 2 weeks old.
2 weeks old.
Yes, you can see how beautiful it is. This is around 3 weeks old, or this is around nearly 1.5 months old.
These are 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
What have you done to these since birth in terms of vaccination, in terms of maybe identification? What is the process before they leave the farm?
Before they leave the farm, I make sure and I want the farmer to make sure. You see, some farmer, when the kid gives birth, they will try to milk the mother.
Yes.
They should have more adequate milk.
Yes.
Now, after 1.5 months, the ruminants come in.
Yes.
So I give them a special ruminant. I mean, that is my formula.
The creep.
Yes, I don't want to leak that formula. I've learned that.
Okay.
Ruminants make the growth of the goat grow very fast, and then you see the stomach is made strong.
Yes.
And then, boss, in 1.5 years, you'll see the buck equally bigger, like the bucks I brought from South Africa.
Wow.
And I can give that as a challenge.
Yes.
With these kids, the maintenance is important. How you feed them, how you give them nutrition, and the kids at the start, that milk which I don't know what it's called, colostrum or this
Colostrum,
thing.
yes.
The colostrum is very important. We have to give them enough milk.
Yes.
Some farmers just snatch away the goat, the baby, and say, what you must do to come over to pick a child. I don't do that. Make sure they're well fed.
Okay. So at the end of the first month, you introduce them to creep feeding.
Yes, after 1.5 months,
Yes.
we give them ruminants.
Okay.
And that's my mixed formula, that's my secret.
Yes.
That ruminant, that is the time now the growth comes in.
Okay.
In 4 months, this goat should be around 30 kilos.
Wow. In 1 month or 4 months? 4 months.
3-4 months.
Yes. And what is a normal disease that you experience at this stage?
Touch wood, because of the cleanliness, because of I've got a good vet who comes and visits frequently. Sometimes he sleeps here.
Yes.
We haven't come across any disease.
Any challenges?
Any challenges. Because we also wash them every Saturday, once a week.
Yes. So it's proper management, and you avoid all the unnecessary injections and all that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now I think we'll proceed to the field and see where you grow your feeds.
Okay.
I want to understand your sources of protein.
You see, people here in Kenya,
yes,
they're just sending it for grazing.
Yes.
And I want all the goat farmers to just give as much nutrition as possible.
Yes.
Like I mix sunflower, little bit. I mix soya bean.
Yes.
I mix lucerne. I put even a little bit of millet.
Yes.
I put sorghum. It's a good TMR.
So all those that you've mentioned, Mheshimiwa, you grow them in-house?
Yes. I mean, if you have a farm and if you start buying feeds, then you want. But because, let me tell you, if you buy a feed from a miller, those are commercial people. They want to make money. But here, you give them a good mix. The ratio is good.
Yes.
I've got even exotic chicken. Like sunflower is very important for them.
Okay.
And once you have a good mix, that supplement you need to give to the goat is very important. Unfortunately, farmers, goat farmers and sheep farmers,
yes,
don't graze your goats and you don't give them supplements. Don't.
Yeah.
In the evening, give them broken maize, little bit broken maize. Let them get energy. So, let's change the genetics of Kenya.
Yes.
Mix them with the South African buck and give them. It's not very hard. Even if you do if you have small goat, you do 1 acre of lucerne, 1 acre of sunflower, 1 acre of sugar grass. You don't need to buy feed.
So, the problem has always been information. Farmers, for the longest time, had no source of information like we are now giving them. And I'm glad that you're sharing what you know. Now, Mheshimiwa, how long does this sunflower take from seed to where it is?
3 months.
Just 3 months?
3 months, maximum 4 months.
Okay.
Now, this sunflower, I've done 1.5 acres. But I have stock for nearly 2 years. Because I mix little.
Like how much do you get from this 1 acre of the sunflower? How many kilos?
I get around 5 tons.
5 tons, that's 5,000 kilos.
Yes.
And that can last you with your
2
flock.
years, because I don't just
year.
give pure sunflower. I have to do a TMR, total mix ratio.
Yes, yes.
So this I mix, a miller will mix for you 3%.
Yes.
But I mix 7%.
7%.
So my protein is stronger.
Yes.
I even can go up to 10% right? It depends on the bigger the goat I do, the more, it's called the concentrate,
Yes.
right? The concentrate is the trick.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to South Africa, their feed has got concentrate also.
Yes.
So that is the concentrate. You have to put in vitamin, you have to put energy, you have to put all the ingredients which are going to make your animal healthy.
Ah, okay.
So this has just grown.
Yeah.
Now my biggest challenge is birds.
Mm-hmm. How do you deal with that?
So I have this, you see this non-woven material.
Mm-hmm.
When it starts seeding, I'll have to close it with the non-woven material, each and every plant.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's going to be expensive, but
Yes.
that's my feed.
Mm-hmm. So growing your own, with all that now considered that all that you have to account for versus buying already grown sunflower.
It works out cheaper.
This
it
is
still
still,
works out
it's still cheaper.
Number one, cheap is okay. Forget about money.
Mm-hmm.
You know your product. Okay, my farm, if you see my sukuma and my spinach, and I do it, mine is not, I don't put any fertilizer or any chemical or this. It is organic.
Yes.
I haven't put any chemicals here.
Oh, this is
organic.
Yes. Yeah. Even you done manure.
No, this is virgin land. There's no manure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this is organic, and you can see it's beautiful.
Wow. So this is one component in your TMR, eh?
Yes.
So we look at the next. I think it's. I see the next field is maize, eh?
Yeah, we go to maize.
Okay. So I see fruits scattered all over your fields.
Yeah, these are wild fruits. This is God's gift. This comes from God. You'll see it in Kajiado. I don't know of other places. It's all over. This is a very important fruit. It is a dewormer, natural dewormer.
Natural dewormer.
The cows and the goats, they will eat themselves when it ripes. This is when it goes more yellow. When it bursts, it will come up like this, and the goats and cows will eat it. It's a dewormer. So if a farmer, if you see something like this, don't think it is a poison. This is something good.
Yes.
And when our goats go for grazing, they find it in jungle. So it's a natural dewormer.
Okay. What do you call it?
I don't know. Maybe you need to ask some Masai or people have its name.
Okay.
But this is all over.
Yes.
I don't know in Ukambani or Nakuru or other places.
Yes.
But here in Kajiado, this is all
I've
over
seen it
in
a
forest.
lot. It's a common plant.
It's all over in the jungle.
It's a seed. It's a weed, eh?
Yeah, you can just go and put it near this thing. It's not a weed. It's a fruit by itself.
It's a fruit.
It has its nutrition.
So this thing has its own nutritious value.
Okay.
So I encourage the farmers, if you see this, don't even touch it when the goats go grazing. They will have it. You can see all over it is.
Local knowledge, eh? So this is your field of maize.
Yeah.
So this is for silage, Ama. You harvest the grain itself.
This maize itself, which is coming out,
Yes.
is yellow maize.
Oh, this is yellow maize.
Yes, what I've learned in South Africa and India, yellow maize is more protein in it. I've seen people in South Africa only dealing with yellow maize. So I'm just following what I can. We have a lot of yellow maize seeds. These seeds I've got is from, these are USA seeds, American seeds.
Yes.
I got them from one of the agrowates in Ijabe Street. Sometimes our Simlos and Kent seed and this thing, they don't have yellow maize.
Yes.
But I encourage goat and cow farmers, this maize is energy.
Yes.
To make a silage out of it
Yes.
and feed it.
So how long does it take? These ones is for
3 to 4 months.
3 to 4 months.
Yes.
You can silage it at 4 months.
Yes.
And the tonnage per acre?
I don't know about maize, I'll be very frank, because this is the first time.
Oh, this is
but
the
I
first.
put around 6 acres of maize. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sure it should be, I'm expecting 4 to 5 tons an acre
Yes.
if I'm putting it on the lower side.
Yes.
But this thing will, it will be enough for me for at least 1.5 years. It depends on my growth of the goats.
Okay.
But this thing, farmers, yellow maize is energy. When they come from grazing, in the evening, give them little, give them energy. It's very important. This thing, then we do silage.
Okay.
Now this silage, I mean, for my pure genetics goat, I don't give this leaf. I don't. I just give the broken maize. But this one will go with our gala goat, and this little mix. We don't do a big mix of this and Napier.
Yes.
So I do more of Lucerne and sugar grades and this. I put some maize in it, and it goes. So this thing, the cow people, yes, this is good for cow, but I don't encourage so much for the goats and sheep.
Oh, okay. So you just you harvest the maize and the rest.
I harvest the maize. I make a silage,
Okay.
but I've got good friends here, neighbors. Sometimes, you know,
Yes.
they said I sell them this thing. I silage it and I sell them as silage.
Wow. So 6 acres of corn,
Yeah,
as it's known. So this is all irrigation, eh?
yeah. This is irrigation.
So that I assume that takes your cost of growing the maize a bit higher than.
No, my well is solar.
Oh,
So I don't have any
your solar power.
diesel petrol cost, or I don't have any electric cost. So it's solar. So when it is sunny, maize doesn't need so much rain. You give it 5 times, and I've got a sprinkler,
Yes.
and there the maize picks up. I even put maragwe. It's grown with a little bit of rain and my sprinkler.
So even with the maize, you did not get the NCPB fertilizer.
No, I don't put fertilizer. Like I
No
told you,
fertilizer.
I don't put this. You see, when you want to deplete the value of a land, then you put fertilizer. But I have this goat dung and this thing. So when I now plow, I just put my local manure, and that's what we do. I want to keep my farm as organic as possible.
Okay. What is the importance of that?
Chemical and organic, see the difference. Fertilizer is what? Chemical.
Chemical,
Yes,
yes.
fertilizer helps to those farms which soil needs
Is
fertilizer
depleted.
to grow it fast.
Yes. Okay. So we proceed to the other source of protein.
Yes.
Fantastic. Yes. So what are you planting here, Mheshimiwa?
A goat, when it comes from grazing
Yes.
and early in the morning,
Mhm.
after they graze, even when you give supplement, it's very important that you give them hay.
Yes.
And here you can see I planted bomarons and on the front part of the shamba. So hay is also having its nutritional value.
Yes.
So we are telling our goat people,
Mhm.
of course we may not be professionals.
Yes.
I mean, we can't afford that.
Yes.
Try to grow as many proteins and hay and everything as possible.
A variety of fodder.
Yes, there's a
crops,
variety of fodders you have to put in. And it's very important. But I want to make a role model farm to make sure
Yes.
that the goat is fed well.
Yes.
And with my expertise and experience I've got, I want to even educate a farmer.
Yeah. That is also part of the farm.
Yes, we are going there. You can see sorghum there
Yes.
and Lucerne there.
Yes.
It's not yet finished, man.
You're not done.
You
You're
got
not
a
done.
good TMR.
So much to learn, eh?
Yes.
And I'm sure you have plans to host farmers here in the future to come and see how you do what you do.
Yes, why not?
Yeah.
But the farmers can only come with appointment.
Yes,
Because
yes.
you see, this farm, I just can't call any Tom, Dick and Harry.
Yeah, true.
Serious farmers are known
True.
when these people are ready. Of
Yes.
course, those who are buying the kids of my goat and this thing, they are calling me, and then when I call them,
Yes.
on weekends mostly,
Yes.
they are coming. They choose the kid and they go.
Okay.
There were many times farmers have come here.
Mhm.
And because of now the hygiene and security,
Yes.
I'm very careful. I need serious farmers.
Yes.
I don't want people to come and just... I mean, this is not a picnic site.
True.
This is a professional farm, and this is a ranch.
Yes.
And I want people, when it comes to Sumra, I want serious. And I want to educate, and I love... Look, farmers, there's no need to go to South Africa when South Africa is brought here.
True.
The good thing with me, I bring in the bucks, I've got the babies here. Instead of looking it in the picture,
Yes.
you know, somebody will show you a big picture, like in one of the forum, one of the importers. He just posted a picture of a buck, which is over 2 years, and he's telling them it is a 6 and 8 months old buck. And I don't like such people, and we'll remove them from our group.
Yes.
I will not allow any Kenyan to mislead my farmers. And when I told him to apologize, he never apologized. He was like saying Sumra is a competitor. We are not competitors. We are Kenyans.
True.
We want to tell our Kenyan farmers the truth.
True.
How can you post a buck with a beard and you tell it's a 6 and 8 months old? So we want people to be very careful of such people. They haven't even brought one goat in country. And I would love him to bring goat, but he should tell the truth.
Yes. So this is a millet.
No,
sorghum.
this is sorghum.
Sorghum. Oh.
We call it also sugar grass.
Sugar
You know,
grass.
sugar grass, you also need to give your goat some sugar.
Okay. For energy.
Yeah. Now, this also, I put it in my TMR.
Okay.
The whole tree.
Okay.
I mean, I put it in my silage. And this tree, I'm also encouraging farmers. If you cut it, it will grow. Don't uproot it. If you cut it after harvest, it will grow. If you cut it after harvest, maybe for 2 years.
Yes.
It will be, these are beautiful.
And it's really tall.
Yeah, protein and it's nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
We also give this. And
So-
that's why you see my goats are healthy. If you see my local Gala goats, you will say that how healthy they've become.
Yes. And I can see from the soil it's a bit sandy. So that means it drains well.
Yeah, I mean, we put it in this basin type of thing.
Yes.
And there's no need of, I mean, it grows. I mean, look at it. Around 2 acres I put sorghum.
So in this area, do you irrigate this one?
No, we put water by hand. You just fill in the, what you call your basins.
Yes.
In Akushamaji. You just do it once a week.
Oh, okay.
No need much.
And how long does it take to get to the point where it is?
This thing in 4 months,
Four
it's ready. 5 months latest.
Yes.
And after 5 months, you cut it off.
Okay.
Again, it comes back.
How many cuts can you cut before you now pluck and plant again?
2 years.
2 years.
2 years. Some even go for 3 years.
For 3 years.
Yeah.
So that will give you about six cuts.
6 harvests. Yeah.
6 harvests.
Yeah.
And what is the approximate tonnage per acre?
I think it should be 2.5 tons per acre.
2.5 tons.
Yeah, but you see, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at the mix of my.
The
I'm not
nutrition
selling it anyhow.
Content.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
I'm not selling it anyhow.
Wow.
And I want even to encourage farmers to grow oats.
Yes.
Oats are also good for your goat. I want to encourage the farmers to grow in something in a small way, but you'll see the health of your goat.
Yes.
It will be so amazing.
We look at Lucerne.
Yeah.
See a huge.
Yeah, we're going to Lucerne.
Okay. Yeah, so this is your source of protein, your main source of protein, right?
This is the magic supplement for goats and cows, any livestock. This is the magic. Unfortunately, in Kenya, I haven't seen farmers practicing this.
The seed is
And
expensive.
those who don't have Lucerne, for your bucks, the bucks you are going to buy from, there are many people. My friends are good friends. Dr. Shane is there, Bill is there, and some people in Molo. I'm telling them, Lucerne is being sold by some farmer in Gong and Loldian in Naivasha.
Yes.
Buy Lucerne pellets.
Yes.
Just give them little. If you want to maintain the health of your goat.
Yes.
And very soon I'm going to manufacture Lucerne pellets myself.
Okay.
Because I've got a 100-acre farm, God willing. I don't want to talk about business.
Yes.
Now I'm developing my goats and genetics.
Yes.
Lucerne, if you see at this stage when the flowers start coming out, purple, there's the time to harvest.
Yes.
So it is very. The good thing about Lucerne, it doesn't need any pesticide or herbicide. No insects will go for it.
Yes.
And you can see all this behind and there, all here.
Yes.
Over 2 acres, I've grown Lucerne.
Yes.
Just for my goats.
So, in terms of establishing it from seed to this level, how long does it take?
First time, 3 months.
Just 3 months, 90
3
days.
months.
Yes.
Then the beauty about Lucerne is, once you cut it, you don't uproot it.
Yes.
For 8 years.
8 years.
For 8 years, Lucerne tree is going to stay there. every 60 days. Sometimes me in 45 days I harvest. 45 days, 60 days I harvest. So once you cut it green, I'm telling the farmers not to give it green.
Yes.
You semi-dry it, and we are going to the section where I dry it.
Yes.
You semi-dry it, and if you can put it in the silage, very good. If not silage, in the morning, just give them Lucerne.
Okay. So cut and
Or
carry.
in the afternoon.
Yes.
Yes.
So the best way of preserving it is baling it or
Yes.
silage.
After you do it, you either bale it, and I would tell the farmers to give Lucerne either in silage.
Yes.
Better is Lucerne on itself.
Okay. So you
But if you
palletize
give it pelletized,
Yes.
I mean that's the best, because you see it has got this compact value and this thing. Because if the leaves are dry, when you put it, most of the leaves start falling and you lose the value.
Yes.
But bales also is not bad.
Okay. So there are farmers that have challenges with Lucerne, giving Lucerne to their shots. They bloat.
Don't, they must be overeating it. No, don't give too much of everything.
Yes.
Don't give even maize, even the sugar grade, silage. Let them have 50 or 60% of the food from grazing.
Yes.
If you are doing zero grazing, don't give one material too much.
Yes.
So you see, I give them hay, I give them maize separately. Maize is also mixed with soya and sunflower and this thing, because that's value. So when I give them everything, I don't give them everything one day.
Yes.
When I give them Lucerne today, I give the next day I give them silage.
What percentage of your feed is Lucerne? Your supplement?
I give it at least 10 to 15%.
10 to 15%.
That's
Okay. Yeah. So we proceed to how
Lucerne
you keep your Lucerne. Eh?
yes, how I dry it.
Nice.
This is my fodder part and a place where my other moose is relaxed.
Okay.
I'm listed wanted.
So this is another paddock, okay? Different for
Yeah, my gala goats go from behind here.
Okay.
They go to graze. During afternoon time, they come here in the shade.
Yes.
And sometimes if I bring animals from abroad, I mean, or not abroad, locally,
Yes.
this is my quarantine area.
Oh, okay.
You have to have a quarantine. You just can't bring in an animal
Yes.
and mix it with them. You have to quarantine.
Yeah, because it's quite a distance from where you have your
Yes,
your
I've
other
got two
house.
quarantine places, because sometimes I bring from different places.
Yes.
So you have to quarantine for some days, and that's it. You can see this. Farmers, this is a very good thing. This is a gutter line.
Yes.
Yeah, do it with the wood, and you can put your salt here.
Yes.
And I give broken maize in here.
Yes.
Broken maize, if you put in here, the goats eat it, and that's how we do it.
Source of
And
energy.
it's source of energy. And you can see this tray.
Yes.
Farmers, you make your goat eat from down. Goats always eat neck high.
Yes.
Sheep is okay. Sheep can put the head down. But I want people to even make it locally with wood.
Yes.
Make them eat this way.
Okay.
So they'll eat comfortably, no wastage, nothing. This I bought from my friend Andrew.
Yes.
Oiksach, even Kivuta, I think is also selling.
Yeah. Yeah.
But people can also fabricate it.
Nice.
I also want to give our suppliers to livestock business. You know, I can make it, but sometimes I feel that yes, we should play the business together.
Yes.
This is the quarantine area. So when I bring goats from outside,
Yes.
I have to quarantine them here, and then we take it in the front. And when my goats go from grazing from the jungle there, I sometimes come and sit here. I really enjoy watching my goats. They actually come in the shade. Farmers, it's very important when it is too sunny
Yes.
Don't expose your goat to sun. When it is too sunny, when the sea shade, let them enjoy when the sun goes. I mean, even we human beings, when we go out, we put sunscreen.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, not us Africans, I mean Kenyans.
Yes, yes.
So when it is too sunny, just give them shade.
So what is happening here?
Okay, loosen.
Okay.
You can see the loosen which is in the field now.
Yes.
After we harvest, this is what we do. We put it in the sun.
Yes.
You can feel it is watery. There's a lot of water in it. Maybe it's rained just now. For at least for 3 days or 4 days.
Yes.
Once it becomes semi-dry,
Yes.
not full dry, don't dry it full.
Yes.
Then I put it in my store. Then I bell it and I give it to my goats.
Interesting.
Then the other thing is, I'm soon going to make pellets,
Yes.
pure lucerne pellets of it.
Yes.
When the lucerne is harvested, it is in this form. Sometimes because it is cloudy, I even go for 5 days.
Yes. Just to
But,
lose the
when
moisture.
it is, Kajiado is hot, when it is hot, 3 days are enough. And then once we make the pellets of it, this farmers, this is gold for your sheep and goat. Even if you smell it. This thing, you will have to gradually get used to it. Don't give them only the
Lucerne.
grazing
Yes.
grass.
Yes.
My processed lucerne, the dried lucerne,
Yes.
and my silage. And this is how it looks, semi-dried. And even if you come to this store, you can feel the good smell of lucerne.
Yeah.
And that is silage.
Oh, that is silage in silage bags, eh?
Yeah. So we do silage of sugar grade and this is separately and lucerne only. And this is my main source of feed, a very good feed to goat and sheep.
Yes.
I hope farmers are understanding. So sometimes people listen to us,
Yes.
but they don't practice. Just a little bit of effort you put. Once you put lucerne for 8 years, you're not going to
Plant again.
Otherwise, if you don't want, then be ready. I'm going to soon manufacture and sell you lucerne pellets.
Farming is also a business. Now you're coming with knowledge and experience in the business side, mixing it with the science of agriculture. And the outcome is now what we have seen here.
Yes, business is there, definitely. I mean, for me, this is a small thing. I have huge businesses.
Yes.
When I do scrap, I've done scrap worth millions of dollars. I've got a glass factory manufacturing windscreen and laminated and bulletproof glass. This is a passion. For
Yes.
me, it's a passion.
Yes.
So I don't want to look like I've come into business or I have come here because it's a passion and I want to help a small Kenyan farmer
Yes.
to come up.
Yes.
I want to help Kenya as a country to go where Uganda is. And I want farmers not to get intimidated with good housing and this thing. No, just have a good, clean environment.
Yes.
Here in my neighbors here, they don't have even a fence and a roof. The goats are just, the bush fence is there.
Yes.
And sheep, and they are growing. But by giving them food, good nutrition, you'll change the genetics of the goat. And by having one buck, giving it to local, and your F1s, let me tell you farmers, the kid, I'm going to show you a kid between Boer and a Gala. Your F1s, when they give birth, there's a good market for that. You sell it easily at 50,000, 40,000 shillings.
Interesting.
So there's business also for you.
Wow. Okay.
I cut when I need. And this super napier is doing excellent here in Kajiado.
Yes.
Super napier is also important
Yes.
in TMR.
Oh, so you mix it together with everything. Yes.
Yeah. So this grows very fast. And maybe there'll be a time I'll be selling silage. Because I've grown too much.
So as at now, you're just growing it along the fences.
Yes, along the fences. Look at it. It really helps me to block my fence.
Yes.
It grows very fast. So if I have a cutting, I just put in and I spread it. I have a cutting, I spread it. And it will grow very fast.
So this is your sprinkler,
Yes, this is a sprinkler,
heavy duty.
heavy duty. It throws water up to 30 meters.
Wow.
And this is my borehole.
Yeah.
It's a well actually, it's not a borehole.
Mhm.
I've dug it, got it dug,
How deep?
105 feet
Hand dug.
and dug, yeah.
Okay.
105 feet. I've just put a pump.
Yes.
You see, because there's a river nearby.
Yes.
So I've done 2 wells here.
Mhm.
So this is only one well which is doing this part.
All
But if
these-
I do 2
yes.
wells,
Yes.
it will give this. And you can see this is all solar panels.
Yes.
There are 16 solar panels.
Mhm.
So I don't use electricity.
Yes.
And even this, sometimes I use this as a quarantine for
Yeah.
goats. So I don't waste the space.
Okay.
And my workers are behind the farm.
Mhm.
There is floodlights here. There's CCTV camera around.
Yes.
And security is now there.
Interesting. 105.
105 feet, that is how many? 30 meters?
Yes.
40 meters maximum? So I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
Yeah.
You know, farmers, water is important.
Yeah.
Water is important. This is Sukumawiki and so nice organic. This I use it for my own house, for myself, and sometimes people in Selenge area, they come to buy it. You can't get this quality in Nairobi. And this down here is dania.
Mhm.
Coriander, I don't know what you call it in English, coriander.
Yeah. It's
This
coriander.
is my, like, for my kitchen only.
Ah, okay.
Beautiful, you can see smell here, all organic.
Yes.
And this thing, you know, sometimes my staff, this thing, we make sure we give them tomatoes, we have grown onions. This you can see spinach there,
And some fruit trees
and
here.
mangoes are there.
Yes.
These are from the nursery. I put bananas behind.
Yes.
Look at this spinach,
Wow.
so beautiful. Very nutritional value.
Yes.
So, you know, when you are at your farm, you make sure that your staff also are eating healthy
Yes.
and they get motivated.
Zero chemicals.
Zero chemical. This one is F1. You can see the father is a Boer, the mother is a local Gala goat. And this is 2 years old now. And this, before I brought in the purebred, I was breeding with this. So, of course, this is F1 is 50%. But then I did the kid with him, they were better than the Gala.
Yes.
Now I'm going to breed the Gala with the breed from this.
Yes.
And you can see people, if you buy a Boer and mix it with a local goat, this is what you get. This is just 2 years old. And look how huge it is. I
Wow.
think he is now around 80 kilos. And the local breed going 80 kilos. And if I feed it well, you can see how it is. And I want you to bring a good Gala local, the feed we have given, you can see. Bring a You can see this female, how, look at the body, look at the, where it is fed. This is Gala. And look at, because of the feed I've been giving, they came in very small, okay? And I'm not, this is now being bred by pure Boer. I'm having a breeding with this local Gala with Savanna, Red Kalahari and Boer. And you can see this kid, this is hardly, I think, 3.5 months old. And because of the feed, you can take videos of my goat. Look at this white goat, the body frame.
Yes.
All the local goats. And look at what the magic the feed has done to them. These small goats are going to grow very fast. This is a milk goat. I bought it as a small kid at Idurai. I've been visiting a Kasarani. Well, I don't know what this place is called. It is with me only for 6 months.
6 months.
Only 6 months.
Interesting.
And look at what feeding has done. And me, I don't want to go to shore and this thing. Because if I take to shore, you know, these animals can get infected and this thing. So look at it, how huge it is. This is alpine. So
Yes.
I've got some alpine females here.
Yes.
When this other goats, then they give birth to double, the twins. This milk goat help us to give milk supplement to the kids.
Yes.
I make sure the kids get more than enough milk from this alpine also.
Yes.
Of course, they suckle their mother. When it's not enough, we give it more milk. Because the colostrum to be given at a young age is very important.
Yes. Yes. So we've had a wonderful tour of your farm. You're doing a marvelous job, and it's very impressive to see. We get to share with the rest of the farmers and aspiring farmers and tell them that they no longer have to go all the way to South Africa. Red Kalaharis, Boers, Savannas, Dopers, you can find them all at the MEATMASTERS farm.
Yes, I think
In
Kenyan
Kajiado,
farmers,
yes.
I want you to understand that I'm always there for you.
Yes.
I want to give you whatever advice I can. I want you to improve genetics. Kenyans, we have seen what Ugandans have done. We have seen what West Africans have done. And it is time that we Kenyans, we get together. I'm one person who will be always there to give you advice, guidance. Apart from selling, it's not important. I mean, there are many, I've got good friends who are selling, like Dr. Benjamin is there, Acacia is there, Marula Farm is there, Molo is there. You are free to buy. But what I need you to do is improve your genetics. Take the bucks, take even the doppers, and improve your current stock. I mean, your current flock of sheep and goats.
Yes.
Kenyans, tuamke chini, tuamke juu. We have to wake up. Look at what Gen Zs have done. Gen Zs have made people wake up. And my appeal to the president of Kenya, because he says, tell us what we can do. President Ruto, we need livestock farmers to get assistance. We need dams. Water is a big problem in most of the areas, especially Kajiado. I'm seeing dams going in many areas, but Kajiado should be having them. Even if it is semi-arid area, livestock is very much, there's very much presence of livestock here in Kajiado and in Machakos also. I would love the government in terms of agriculture to also assist in getting boreholes done to communities where they can go and feed water to the animals. Same boreholes should be growing some feeds for the farmers. And maybe there are some rivers, I mean, we are having in many rivers, the water just passes away. So we can do in such a way that we can put check dams where the water can remain and the livestock farmers and the farmers can grow their feeds, and that's how we do.
The fruits. Interesting. Sasa mheshimiwa, kwaheri.
Yes, looking forward. I'll be throwing in occasionally some videos, and everybody, my farm, you only come with appointment, and everybody is most welcome to get the genetics. I am selling the pure genetics and F1 genetics. People so should come out booking, and all the breeds are doing excellently well.